I believe that God is the God of all possibilities. All possibilities. That's why the Bible tells us, first and foremost, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Then God told me to believe that the impossible is possible with Him. Some things may be impossible with man, but with God, all things are possible. And so let me tell you, I believe God brought us here to Texas to show us all the possibilities of what He is about to do in our lives and in this ministry. Let me tell you, many years ago, well, first and foremost, when we were living in Phoenix, we were accustomed to city life, to city living. We depended on everything city. Then God took us out, put us in the mountains of northern Arizona, put us in a log cabin on an acre of land, where we then got our first taste of what it would be like to live on land, to get from our land and live off of that. This was in 2019. Now here we are. And where we are, I kid you not, every time we get into our car and we go anywhere, all we see are acres and acres and acres of land. We see livestock on these acres. We see houses on these acres of land. We see property on these acres and acres of land. And I believe that God brought us here to show us all the possibilities. I believe that God brought us here to show us. Just look. Just look. You about to have this. You about to have this. And it just brings me back to what God did with Abraham. He took Abraham out and He said, look up at all the stars. You will have more descendants than that. That right there just encouraged me, because I didn't even think about this until I pushed record. God brought us here to show us all the possibilities of what He's about to do in our life. And I'm so grateful because God is so good. God is so good. And it's just amazing that God prepares us for things. He shows us things ahead of time so that we can be prepared for what He is about to do in our lives.